myself Santosh, and currently I'm working as manager in Microsoft, taking training for KSR for the last 5 years.
Welcome to KSR DATAVIZON. This is Santosh. In this video, we'll see a throwback of 2023 IT world. What exactly happened to this white collar job, or we can even call it as what happened to this IT market? Well, this is something which a year to forget. A lot of layoffs, a lot of people were affected, a lot of people were jobless, and it was very hard to crack a job interview in this year. Let's see step by step what happened in this year. To start with, I'll also talk about few of the positive things that happened in this year, but I would hardly say it was 10%, and we have more of negative things that happened. We'll see what was the reason that was the main reason for the massive layoffs. And every crisis, there is always a lesson to be learned. Let's see what we have learned from this year. To talk about the positive side of 2023, a lot of companies started focusing on artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies. Well, the top four technologies which was even in demand in this tough year was AI, cloud computing, fintech, and healthcare. Well, these domains were still hiring even in the tough times. They were expanding their business and they were moving in the positive directions, and that is one of the positive that happened in 2023. And in terms of work life balance, the work was not that hectic. Most of the things were smooth. Well, that's, as said, it's just a 10% of the positive things that happened in 2023. But moreover, the darker side of 2023 is this is a year which had a massive layoff. Almost 2.5 lakh employees have lost a job from different group of experience. Well, it is not only about the freshers, even the experienced people, mid-level people, everything were affected with this job cuts. Now, this year, compared to the previous year 2022, which we thought that was the biggest hit in terms of the post-COVID time, now this year again proved it wrong. Almost 50% higher than the last year's layoff has happened this year, right? And now, to give you the more insights, we do have a lot of articles on which day which company has had the layoffs implemented. It's, if you see that the Broadcom to lay off 1,300 employees, it happened on November 30th, and Amazon again, PwC again is back into the picture. KPMG again 6% in reduction of their team, and Cisco again 350 jobs. So this gives you the complete list of job cuts that happened in this entire year. And we have another website which gives you the complete company's layoff, which company and when did they lay off, what are the layoff employees that we had. And I would ask you to go and research about this. And even if you see in the list of employees laid out, let's say for example, if you just see this as an company, and there is a doc that is attached. If you just open this doc, you will get to understand what type of people have got laid off. So if you see here, though it was a bit of sensitive information, we can also see who is the employees who got laid off and which department they belong to, and you can also see their LinkedIn profile, and they're very much open to the next job. So this type of details you can see with respect to this layoffs.fyi, and you can also get to know that which job had a major drawback, right? So it could be any role. It could be any role. You can just go through it and you will be getting a fair idea what really happened, right? And we do also have the news that is coming on. So every day what has happened in the market, you can also get to know. This will give you a fair idea what technologies was affected, what technologies we had an improvement, and what type of role people were affected, what type of experienced people were affected. All this is something which can get to know with help of this. And finally, I would also tell you one thing, that we do had a lot of layoffs that happened in the month of January, but the entire year it was completely a blocker for most of the IT people, right? Now with this, let's see what was the main reason. Let's see what was the main reason. So the main reason for layoffs, if you observe, the first reason was the economic downfall. So what exactly happened is during the COVID time, most of the companies had a very much drop in their revenue profit. So slowly the projects or the companies new products launch have been stagnant and they did not move forward. And unfortunately, the number of employees working in each and every company were more more that they have to pay salary for each and everyone. This led to a complete downfall of the company, and this is where companies started to move the employees out. And since post COVID, we didn't know what type of business to start with, or the companies which were really doing good. And unfortunate thing happened during the 2021 and in the 2022 as well. A lot of companies started shutting down, and which led to again business uncertainty. And in the recent times, we have got a lot of artificial intelligence tool, which we assume that it has actually replaced human efforts. Well, I cannot agree to that, but yes, that is what is being shown on the as a proof and the papers. And company reconstruction, company refining again, like like redesigning the complete business. All these things had hit them majorly, and unfortunately we as a techies were completely hampered with that. And even during the pandemic, since it was expecting that okay, post pandemic we would get most of the projects, but over hiring was also one of the reason. Well, in most of the companies, every company will be like some or the other way, it will be related to your shares, and it will be related to your share markets. What exactly happened, the investors also were under pressure and started selling their shares, and that is also led to one of the downfall. Well, these reasons made the complete year to be down. Now, as said in the earlier, every crisis is always going to be a new beginning. Well, personally, I have learned a lot of things in this year. The first thing which I would say is all these days, upskilling or learning more technologies was your choice. But we have to accept the fact that now it's no more an option. It's mandatory that if you want to survive in IT, you have to upskill yourself, and that's the only option left. You have to understand. Just now, I have shown you where the layoffs has happened, which role was affected. So try to do a research on which role or what type of technologies to choose, and try to do complete analysis by yourself rather than just reading the news, or rather than depending on someone else's advice. Start your research and start your homework by yourself. That will give you a clear picture, right? So if any of the job opportunities is demanding you for learning new skills, or maybe to work in off time, I would say please just accept it, because companies are looking for adaptability. You cannot just demand what you need, and now we are in the situation where companies are demanding and you need to adhere to it, right? And now in the last few months, what exactly has happened is the way you manage the projects, the way you work out of the box, the think out of the box, all this is making more importance to the running a project. It's not about always being technical. It's all about how you can get new business, new ideas, thoughts, suggestions, improvements. That has been seen in the last few months, which also be an added advantage for you to lead forward. And one thing which I strongly believe is maybe you're able to search job, but you're not able to reach out to the right people, right opportunities. You're not getting your dream jobs. It's all because you don't have a proper network. So please start using LinkedIn's, reach out to the people, get in touch with them, start doing some websites, like start implementing some articles, and that will definitely boost your job search. And at last, I would say try to be productive. It's not that something that job search has, I mean, the job openings has become zero. It's still there, but what you really need is the way you search has to be more productive. Well, this is all the lesson learns from 2023. Well, I have a good news for you to start with. How is going to be the 2024? That we will upload you in the next video. Thank you all. Thank you for subscribing. Please reach out to team in case of any questions.